going on, guys? Welcome back to Rabbit's Used Cars. I tell you what, it's the SEMA crunch. We're running around like crazy, so I'm bringing you guys with me to the radio station to tell a story. I didn't even have time to bring the camera guy down to the shop. Man, I tell you, it's been insane. It's been crazy. You know, a lot of you guys probably already know. I have a radio show, and the podcast, of course, is worldwide. I record it right here for intercom radio stations. I don't record my podcast at my grandma's kitchen table like most guys do. Second largest radio company in the world. So it's kind of a really cool thing knowing my podcast is pushed by such a big radio company. But anyway, you know, I was thinking about a great car story. You know, I've bought and sold a lot of collector cars, but probably one of my favorite stories has to do with a car I never even sold. I own an event company called Hot Rods and Happy Hour, and same name as my radio show. And you know, we put on 30 to 40 events a year, all up and down the Southeast. You know, Mustang shows, Camaro shows, mini truck shows, late model shows, dog shows, import shows. We do every type of car in the world, then a lot of open shows and all that stuff. Well, I was at a Mustang show, and you know, it was a big event. You know, there's a lot of cars there, and you know, we're playing the music and MCing and doing our thing. And you know, I'm standing there in front of the event trailer, you know, just got done making some announcements or something. And this guy, he was probably about 70 years old, if I had to guess. Just a scowl on his face. I mean, he just looked, I mean, that's the best way to describe it. Just an ornery old man, just down the dumps, just grumpy looking. And he comes walking up to me, and he goes, "Is that all y'all do around here?" And I said, "What's that?" He goes, "All these guys, all they do is wipe on their cars and sit in bag chairs behind them." And I said, "No, that's kind of how car shows work, buddy, you know." And he said, "I just don't get it. I think it's stupid." And I said, "Well, I think it's a great thing because I get paid to do it, you know." And I got to talk to him about old cars, and he said, "I just don't get it. People put all this money in these cars." And I said, "Well, they're great investments, but they're also, it's a lot of fun, you know. Get you out and get to make new friends and meet old friends and just all kinds of stuff. And it's just a lot of fun to get the cars out and riding around, going to different car shows." And I was talking to him about this, and he still was just he wasn't having it. He was just like, "I just don't get it, you know." Like, he stumbled on this car show by accident, I guess. He got to talking about where he's from. And then we're up in Tennessee in the mountains. But he actually lived up on the coast. And he told me about that a little bit. He was in the military for a long time. Not really a car guy at all. I mean, he knew the basics of them, but not really a car guy. And he said, "Yeah, they're pretty, but I just don't get it. It's a lot of money." I said, "Well, you know, teach their own." So he leaves. Well, lo and behold, by the time I got back to Greenville from the car show, I had a friend request on Facebook from this guy, and I accepted it, you know, and he follows me on Facebook or whatnot, and probably about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month later, he shoots me a message on Facebook, and I answer it, you know, and he goes, "I've done the stupidest thing ever. Here's my phone number. Call me, please." Okay, I want to know what this is. So pick up my phone and give him a call. I said, "Hey, this is Rob. What's going on?" He goes, "Man, I did the dumbest thing last night. I was sitting around playing online and got to thinking about what you said." I said, "What did I say?" He said, "At the car show. And about how you talked about how you and your grandfather and your dad go to car shows, or went to car shows, and how it was just so much fun. And I bought a damn old car." I said, "Man, that's awesome." I said, "What'd you buy?" He said, "I bought a '68 Mustang convertible. This is the problem. It's up in the upstate of South Carolina. It's actually in Liberty, South Carolina, about 20 minutes from here." And he goes, "Can you go look at it and see how bad I messed up?" He said, "I bought this thing sight unseen online." I said, "I'll be more than happy to." He said, "I'll pay you for your time." I said, "I'm not worried about that, so let's go check out your car." So he sends me all the information where the car's for. It's already paid for. Me and my buddy Josh jump in the truck. We ride out to Liberty. And lo and behold, there sat in a carport the cleanest 1968 Mustang convertible, 289 automatic, style steel mag wheels on it. Just a good looking car, just that iconic bright red Mustang. And you know, nice black insides, just a good looking car. And, you know, and I walked around it and everything seemed okay. We picked the car up, we brought it back to my shop, drove great, good power, just a good car. We put it up on the lift and just checked it out, just making sure everything was safe with it structurally. And everything looked great. I mean, it was a good car, been restored. I mean, it was a nice little Mustang. Well, I called him up and said, man, you bought one nice little Mustang. He said, man, quit giving me this load. He said, what's wrong with it? I said, nothing. I mean, it's really just a nice car. I said, I'll be honest with you, I jump in and drive it. He said, how hard would it be to put air conditioning on that thing? I'm like, dude, it's a drop top. Why do you want air? He said, I want air on it. He said, I'll probably never put the top down. I said, well, Van Jair makes some really cool kits for these cars. I gave him a price. We ended up putting air conditioning on. Now, keep in mind, this car, it took us about a month the time we got the AC kit and got it on and all that stuff on the car. He still hasn't came up to Greenville to see this car yet. I sent him pictures of it in the shop, and he's just like, send me a thumbs up back. I'm just like, dude, you got this badass. I'm not even a Ford guy. And I was getting excited about the little Mustang. Hell, I drove it home one night. it's a good car, and I dropped the top just for spite, and drove it home. It's just a good little car. So we get it done. And this was on a Friday afternoon. I called him up, and I said, listen, we got your car ready. He said, how much do I owe you? I told him. He paid me with a credit card. He said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. He said, I'll find a tow company to put that thing on a rollback and bring it down to the beach. And I said, you've got to be kidding me. He said, what are you talking about? Keep in mind, it was summer. I said, you've got a V8 convertible Mustang with air. It's 75 degrees outside and gorgeous. And you're going to put this car on a rollback and have it towed to your house. I said, drive it. He said, you can do that with these cars? He said, that's a 4-hour drive. I said, buddy, that's what it's made to do, is to drive it and enjoy it. I said, there's nothing on this car that can be replaced. Drive it and enjoy it. Put some good insurance on it, fill it up with gas, and drive it. That's what it needs to be. That's what you need. Hell, the car, that's what you need. Well, after some coercing, I finally talked him into getting his neighbor to bring him up. His neighbor brought him up that following Saturday morning. I met him at the shop, had his car wiped down, ready to go. He saw it and he's like, it is pretty. Dude, you're killing me, man. I'm excited, and it's not even my car. I didn't sell it. I'm not making money off of it. And it's just like, what do I have to do to get a smile out of you? It's irritating. So I gave him his keys. I said, buddy, there's a Citgo station right down the street. I'd fill her up. You'll be good to go. I said, let me know when you get home. All right. Fires the car up, backs out. Off he drives. Well, about 5 hours goes by and I ain't hear nothing from him. Well, I thought I'd check on him. So pick up my iPhone, give him a buzz. Hey man, did you make it home with that Mustang? He said, man, I literally just pulled in the driveway. And you can tell even his tone had changed. And I'm like, really? Did you have any trouble or something? He goes, no man, I ended up stopping at a little cruise in about 2 hours down the road that I seen on the side of the road. And the next thing you know, people were giving me thumbs up and I put the top down. He said, man, I love this car. He said, I see exactly what you're talking about. I literally feel 10 years younger driving this car home. He said, I didn't know what to think. And he said, I really wanted to apologize for the way I acted earlier. He said, I'm old. My wife passed away several years ago. He said, and I'm a grouchy ass. He said, I'll be the first to admit it. I know I am. But he said, this car really made me happy. I really enjoyed that. He said, I had, hot teenage girls give me the thumbs up going down the road. This old man. And I'm just like, I'm telling you, man, it's the old car, and he's like, man, well, yeah, I love it. And that put joy in my heart because I love the old car hobby. Whether you're into the car hobby in general, whether you're into imports or Mustangs or Camaros or Corvettes or C10 trucks or Ford trucks or whatever. I love that about this hobby though, is because we still do it for the love of the automobile. We may not like every car in the world, but that's what makes it cool. That's what makes the car shows different. And now, that's been a couple years ago, Now this guy's the president of the local Mustang club where he lives. And I see this car at events everywhere. And I see a picture of it probably twice a week in my Facebook feed every week. And I absolutely love it. I think, of all the good times I had with my grandfather when he took me to car shows, and all the good times I had with my dad at car shows, and all the good times that we have putting on car shows now, or talking about them on the radio. That's what I love about this hobby. And, it's hard to describe it because when you look at it and break it down to the simplest things, yeah, it is. It's guys wiping cars down and sitting in bag chairs. But it's so much more when you get into it. And that guy saw that. And now we done drug him over to the dark side. We recruited another one. Guys, I want to thank you for listening along. I got a radio show to record right quick, and then I got to get ready for SEMA. Take care. We'll catch you next time here at Rabbit's Used Cars.